I absolutely adore a Radiance box set. Whenever they come out, they're always usually something special, and when I can, I try to dive into them first. This time, we have the Daiei Gothic Volume 2 set. I absolutely adored the first set. I thought it was fantastic, and I was eager to get into this set. And the first film here is number 132 in the Radiance range, and that is The Demon of Mount O, directed by Tokuzō Tanaka, a man who's got 5 films in the Radiance series so far. He did The Betrayal, he did Snow Woman from Daiei Gothic 1, he did The Haunted Castle, which is another movie in this set, and he did Shinobi 4. So he's becoming quite prominent within the Radiance range. In The Demon of Mount O, a group of mighty warriors is sent to eliminate a demon who steals women from the imperial capital of Kyoto. On the way, they face Satanic Bull, a giant spider, and a diabolical witch. But the closer they get to the goal, the more they realise that the demon may have been ordered to kill. The demon they've been ordered to kill may be far more human than they were led to believe. This is a very different kind of Daiei Gothic film. It doesn't have that kind of overly gothic feel to it, and it feels more like an adventure movie of sorts. Something that you could see influencing and ultimately leading to Zoo Warriors, that kind of film. It has that adventure take to it. It's not really embracing the horror aspect of the film. You have these demonic creatures, but they're done in a kind of funny way. Now, in my twisted memory, and it's been a long while, I remember the old Monkey TV show, and again, I could see that coming from the seeds that are sown here when you get to some of the crazy characters, which are super fun when they're fighting the bull character who changes from a man to a bull in a really kind of cheap visual effect, and then cut to the bull, which looks even cheaper, or when it's the giant spider, which is wonderful. And when that sequence came out, I was overjoyed because it was so wonderfully vibrant and interesting and different. When you get to some of the political aspects of what's going on here, it gets a little bit bogged down. It's the longest entry out of any of the Daiei Gothic films. It's almost 2 hours in length, and it feels it. It doesn't have that quick, condensed tale of horror and terror. It feels like it has people on a journey. There is bad people there, we have our good people, and we're going to see them battle and get to the end where the good will win out. That's the kind of tropey aspect to this one, and there is nothing really surprising here, other than the giant spider, which comes out of nowhere, which I really did love. And it's just that kind of good versus evil and faith versus fear aspects that are drawn in throughout the film, and they are all fine, but this movie itself just feels fine. It doesn't feel like it's really pushing the envelope or trying anything special. It doesn't fit into that really strong horror sense of terror and fear that you get from the other Daiei Gothic films. Now, it is interesting and it is fun and it's colourful and well shot. It's got some smile-inducing moments, but I'm not sure it entirely fits comfortably within the sort of films within these two sets that I've seen previously. Now, Tanaka as a director is one that I really enjoy. The Betrayal that came out a couple months ago was absolutely fantastic. The Snow Woman was such a wonderful tale from the first set, and one that really captured my imagination. And although it follows this kind of heroic quest, it wasn't as horror centric as I hoped it was going to be. Although you do get, some wonderful CinemaScope framing of the fog-dredged landscapes, eerie lighting transforming, visually stunning. Story point, letting it down a little bit, drags on a little bit too long. it never gave me the quite punch that I was hoping for. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Demon of Mount O. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Taichi Kasuga. The Japanese period film historian discusses Demon of Mount O as a historical epic and talks about the film's unique position among the specific styles of Japanese horror, filmed exclusively for Radiance in June 2025. This runs for 18 minutes 54 seconds, and one of the most fascinating things was how it delved into the time this was released, how the 6 major studios tried to build these star-busting vehicles for a specific window, pretty much blockbuster season, and how that kind of came about, which I really enjoyed. Next, we have Blade of the Demon Slayer. Tom Mes traces the facts and legends behind the sword that killed the Demon of Mount O, created exclusively for Radiance in July 2025. This runs for 4 minutes, 4 seconds, and I really enjoyed this, looking at the sword that's fabled to be the most perfect sword, perfectly balanced, perfectly made, and how legend has it did kill the Demon of Mount O. It was just wonderful looking at how that has been preserved through time. And finally, there is a trailer, and that is the extras for this disc. Here we have it. Tanaka again, and I should have mentioned he was working with Ichikawa from the Shinobi movies here as well, and that is a kind of fun blend of swordplay and supernatural kind of elements, and I did enjoy it somewhat. It's not my favourite. It's probably my least favourite out of all the movies from the Daiei Gothics that I've seen so far, but still worth a watch. I'd love to know your thoughts on the film, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, mandifilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.